Mike Buckley, Stars and Stripes. How are you today?
Hey, Swan, I'm great. Thank you for taking the time to have me on the show today.
No worries. Look, I mean, this has probably been one of the worst kept secrets in America's Cup news is you guys putting a team together. But what is really exciting is the name and the fact that Dennis Conner has said to you guys that, yep, go the All-American team, go Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, actually, Dennis has really paved the way. Sailing as a sport in general. He's an idol of mine and Taylor's, probably millions of people around the world. So it was an incredible honor to sit and have lunch with him and, hear what he had to say about the America's Cup, get his blessing on, Stars and Stripes Team USA.
Hey, so we'll just rewind for a second. How old were you when you actually started sailing?
That's a great question. My mom would probably be the best one to answer that, but we're definitely not going to let her on the show. I think, she put me in a small, wooden pram thing. I can remember it was blue when I was a kid that we either were given or something. I don't know. I mean, it was a thing barely floated. And she used to tie me to a tree on the beach, and I would just kind of go out and the line would go tight, and I would tack or jive, and blah blah blah. And that's probably my first ever, sailing experience. But I really got into it in high school at Tabor Academy. I owe a lot of my sailing career to what I learned there. It's a boarding school in Marion, Massachusetts, and they have an absolutely incredible sailing program. And the coaches there and the other sailors, they were all so much better than me. I was the worst guy on the team. It was just such a nice experience. The school's on the water, and that's where I really got my first start.
Sounds like a pretty good memory, actually. But speaking of memories, what's actually your earliest memory of the America's Cup?
Probably actually in high school. I remember, I didn't grow up knowing too much about the America's Cup. It was a fairly exclusive sport, an exclusive event, and I didn't grow up in that world. But I do remember in high school, one of the kids on our sailing team, his dad was involved, one of the teams, and I specifically remember walking to lunch or something with him, and his dad had called and said the boat broke in half, and they were a supporter of that team, and that's my first memory of the America's Cup ever, and hopefully that doesn't ever happen again.
Fingers crossed it never happens again. When you first saw this design, AC-75, what went through your mind?
Oh, well, I think it's really cool. One of the things that we always preach is, control the things that you can control. And we have no control over the design of this boat. And I think what the teams have come up with is fantastic, and we're really excited to sail it. It's going to be fast. It's going to be hard to handle. It will hopefully be exciting for the fans. And we're just really excited to get ours in the water and get out there and racing against these other teams.
Being late to the game, relatively speaking, has Team New Zealand offered to give you guys any additional assistance apart from selling the design of the boat and the concept and other things? Are they giving you any other tips along the way to help you guys out?
We're definitely, we are a delayed entry, but we've been working on this for almost a year and a half. I think that it's no secret that we've purchased a design package from Team New Zealand, but all the teams have been really, really helpful in us getting in and supportive of our story. We're just happy to be involved.
How similar are the training areas at Long Beach compared to what you know of Auckland?
Yeah, well, one of the reasons we selected Long Beach is because we feel it's quite similar to Auckland. So it's there's great weather in Long Beach. There's a community that's really excited to have us there. We are excited to be there, and we think that it's going to provide a good training platform for us to get up to speed as quickly as possible.
But you and Taylor have a lot of experience through the World Match Racing Tour in multi-hulls and monohulls. But which skill set do you think is going to best benefit you guys going into this America's Cup?
Well, I think I think at the end of the day, it's just another sailboat race with the best guys in the world, and everybody is going to have to adapt to these boats. The really neat thing for a new team is that nobody in the world to date has ever sailed this kind of boat. So we think it's a fairly even playing field. Starting off, it's going to be fast boats, and there's going to be some match racing, and there's going to be some speed elements.
We know that you guys are part of this little exclusive group, you and Taylor. It's called the LVH. Now, not a lot of people will know what the LVH is, but it is a very prestigious trophy raced against a team from New Zealand and a team from the USA. The New Zealand team consists of the likes of Ray Davies, James Dagg, Tony Ray, and the American team is you, Taylor Canfield, Luigi, Malcolm Forbes, and a couple of other characters. Tell me, what was it like losing every single race of the LVH against those Team New Zealand sailors?
I can honestly say that we would have won all three races had I been on the boat. The Kiwi boys were too scared of the high winds while they were here, so we had to delay for 2 days until they knew that my schedule was going to conflict with the lighter wind. And as soon as I flew out of town, they decided to continue the race, and they were able to win 3 races to 0 and keep control of the LVH. My boys are really excited to get down to New Zealand and, go for the LVH2 sometime in early 2019.
That sounds great. And look, that would probably be your first sailing experience in Auckland.
Right. It will be my first time ever sailing there. So I'm really excited about that. Who would have thought the LVH would be the first time that some of our Stars and Stripes Team USA guys would be sailing in Auckland? But we're really excited to get down there, learn a little bit about the Auckland culture and be part of the community. We'll sure as hell have fun talking about it and sailing against each other, and looking forward to it.
Look, I think from our point of view, live, sail, die, it's no secret that, we stand pretty hard on Emirates Team New Zealand, but if there was going to be a second team that we are going to cheer for, it's definitely going to be you guys, Stars and Stripes.
Well, we really appreciate that. We love what, New Zealand and Team New Zealand has done for the last 20 years. And, it's no secret that, you guys have a winning culture, and, we're really looking forward to getting into this one and working really hard and giving you guys a run for your money.
Looking forward to it. Hey, look, just quickly, Mike, we know that this is not a cheap sport to get into. You did say that a little bit earlier. So for your team, what kind of budget are you looking at?
Our budget is just under $100 million, and it's certainly not a inexpensive venture to get into. The technology is second to none. These boats are, probably closer to state-of-the-art aircraft than they are to, your regular day sailor. And there's a lot of people involved. But one of the things about our team is we're running a lean budget. We've got some young people that are really excited to work hard. That's really the culture we're trying to build on this team.
Sounds pretty good, and we like the attitude that you guys have got coming into this as well. You're just going to give it your all. We really hope that you guys can raise all of the money that you need to do this America's Cup, because, we believe that you're going to be a force to be reckoned with here out on the Auckland Harbour, and we just can't wait to see these things flying around.
Well, we can't wait to get there, and really appreciate you having me on the show, and look forward to getting more of our team involved with you guys in the future.
Sounds great. Hey, look, Mike, we know you've got to run to your next meeting. Thank you so much. Mike Buckley, Stars and Stripes, co-founder of the team with Taylor Canfield. Bring it on.
Thank you.
We'll catch up soon.
Okay, appreciate it. Bye-bye.